The next dancers and singers who will be entertaining you now will be the Yakutat Dancers, led by, announce yourself? Okay.
Thank you.
Well, all right.
Yeah, that's it. Welcome again. I've had the fortune to travel quite a bit in the world and meet a lot of people. While we were performing in Cleveland one time, some lady walked up and asked me, she said, "What do you mean when you sing e-ah-ha, e-ah-ha?" You know? And I told her, those are chants. And she said, "Aren't they supposed to mean anything?" I said, "No. In fact, you people made a millionaire out of somebody who sings like that." And she looked at me a while, and I told her, "Yeah, if I remember correctly. Now you tell me what this means. Bebop, loop-a-lot, blim, blam, boom, put-a-foot-ip, oh, root-ip." You know? The guy became a millionaire on that, and doesn't mean anything. Yesterday, a gentleman asked me, "What does Celebration 88 mean to you?" Like I said, I traveled a lot, and I'll take a little time. I told him I'd take a little time to relate a story to you. I was in Amsterdam, Holland at one time, my daughter and I, and we went to the Rembrandt Museum. Now, Rembrandt is a great painter, one of the world's famous, along with Michelangelo. But he had a big picture, and it's called The Night Watch. It's about 7 by 10. Somebody had gone up there and cut this beautiful picture in half. This is a priceless picture. He cut it, ran up down the stage and cut it in half. When we were there, they had it in a glass case and they were trying to put it back together. When I was in Rome, I had a chance to go inside the Vatican. I call it the Pope's house. When you walk in there, there's artwork, treasure from the ceiling all the way down the floor. I felt like I walked in there and I started falling backwards looking at all of this treasure. But at the same time I was in Rome, I went to the Colosseum. Now the Colosseum is famous for the Romans. Gladiators used to fight there, and where all these people died. If you stand there long enough, you can hear the fighting and the clashing from your imagination. And you can hear the people that were mourning and dying in this place. And sometimes now, I get this feeling again that I experienced up there. When I'm dancing here, I am trying to put back together a treasure that is so big and so beautiful, trying to put it back together, which somebody had destroyed a long time ago. When the missionaries came up here and said, "You can't do this, you can't do that," and now we are trying to put it back together. As I stand there sometimes and listen to what is left of a dying people, I can nearly hear it. Years ago, my uncle told me the ways of the native is going to be lost and the language is going to be lost. And now we are trying to put it back together. And somebody walked up and asked me, "What does 88, Celebration 88 mean to you?" That's what it means to me. We are putting it back. So with that, I don't want to delay the dancers any longer, but I had to pass that on because that's the way I feel. Thank you. A long time ago, a boy suffered. I called it suffering because that's the way they treated him, so that he can endure. He was sent to his uncle and raised. Sometimes he was raised as a warrior, and sometimes in special tasks. But they had to fight with spears, and it was the way of life. So the Yakutat dancer will come in and do the spear dance. The second part of the spear dance has come from north of Yakutat, where two groups met, and they were trying to establish peace between them. They would charge and back up, charge, trying to intimidate the other group into fighting. So this is what our first dance, but the outside song also. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters, we here to have fun with each other at Sea of Alaska. The song that we came in when we were Shah, Kagantan Shago. Hein sik teko di shi agwe. Tachakayas hatuasiku gidat hatushi. We take a to cake a tushi and washatat hatsu. Kaikat net good to what the The katiat the kit, the people appear. The knahati a Kagwantan, the chan quest, the katas city. Kalyak, Kagwantan. Tina has the honachan a harin. Has the two kayak, has Kagohagi, Kagwantan hook. Has the bradagi, has the lead has lead you when you heard Kagashi. She has the Tentatani Achiyaya she. Before we came in, we sang the Hutusiku Gundachish.
Sometimes they write a song or sing a song just to dance on it, and a happy song. And we'd like to do one for you now. It's an interior Indian song, and it's supposed to be one of the happy ones, but it depends on the dancer himself. So we're going to try to do it for you. I call it right down here, Yayina. After they obtained the rifle, they thought it was something real good. And they composed a song using the rifle. However, we didn't bring our rifles today. And you'll have to kind of imagine that we are holding them. A rifle used in dance always had a feather sticking in a barrel, the sign of peace. They used to tell me, and I haven't passed it on, that in your headband, you always use 2 feathers. That's a sign of peace. If you use 1 feather, then there's trouble. And I can see there's trouble along here someplace. I see 1 feather at a time here. However, the rifle song. Yesterday I explained the paddle song and why we like to use the paddle. They would like to do the paddle song again. However, I must be up the creek because I lost my paddle. I have it, and for those of you that weren't here yesterday, we used to use the paddle for traveling and trading up and down the coast. And this was our version song from our area. I think I'll start up my outboard just about now. I really haven't gotten the name to this song. I just call it Jumping Side to Side. But it is one of the interior Indian songs and fast moving. Most of their songs I know that came down from there are fast beat and fast moving. And I used to see our instructor, the old man, he just kept right on going. At that time I was a youngster, and I just about fall on the floor, but he just kept right on going. He used to say that he was light as a feather. So the next song is the Jumping Side to Side.
It's just like on TV. It's time for a commercial. It's time they finish the half. We're having a dance workshop this afternoon starting at 3 o'clock in the Egan room. We will start, first of all, with Horace Marks, who will be explaining protocol of the dancers, the way that the invitations are made. Everything will be explained to you. Pat Paul will also explain, it's going to be a team effort. We'll also explain history history of our people, protocol also. Ricardo Whirl, Tommy Jimmy will be actually doing the dances. So any of you who want to learn how to dance, not as strenuously as you saw, maybe but starting it kind of easy, yeah, you're welcome to come to the Egan Room, where we're going to have also Ray Dennis Jr., who will be coordinating the whole thing. There is no charge whatsoever. I thank the Mount Saint Elias Dancers for giving me a chance to slip in this commercial. Thank you.
Before we do our next song, I would like to introduce the dancers. Me, I'm Harold Bremner, and this here, our speaker is George Ramos. And his daughter next to him, Shanine Ramos. Oh, Lavana. And next there is Lavana.
My grandchild.
Next is Lena Farkas. The next one is Melinda Lakanoff. And Ramona Anderstrom. And my daughter, Kathy. And my granddaughter. What's your name again? Amanda. And my sister, Ruth Jackson. My aunt, Mary James. And on the far end, the drummer is my son, Troy. And next to him is another grandson, Dane. Next to him is another son, James. And next is Matthew Anderstrom. No, not Matthew. Willie. And Bobby Lakanoff. And another grandson, Herbert Bremner. And our songstress back there is Edith Renner. And my aunt, Susie Abraham. Thank you.
Yesterday, we went ahead and did the honey song, but our honey was not here. So this morning, got on Alaska Airlines, called up there, and told them to send our honey down Gold Streak. So today, our honey is here with us. And we would like to do for you the honey song.
Honey, honey, hey, hiya, honey, hey, hiya, honey, honey, hey, honey, hey, ha, ha, hey, ha, honey, honey, hey, hiya, honey, hey, hiya, honey, honey, hey, honey, hey, ha, ha, hey, ha. Gusto ay ay
I have been reprimanded. Honey, which was given to her, is the daughter of all the tribe here. And she told me to mention that. It's our honey love to you and to all you people. We would like to do one more song for you. It's also from the Copper River. It's called Sundadoo.
Sundadoo, 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 Sundadoo,
Let me catch my breath first. The interior Indians used to come down the Alsac, also the Haines, Klakwan, but they came down to Elsack to Yakutat, and they did all their trading. Each man in the community had a trade partner. A Yakao, you traded with him. After the trading was done, you could take him out hunting, fishing, whatever you want to do. And when you migrated or went up to their land, he was your trade partner. But the interior Indians, when they were coming down, they just have a band that runs back and underneath their pack. And they always carried a staff. That's for crossing rivers. You put the staff down, move, put the staff down when you're crossing a river. And for some reason, they always told us that they were just a little taller than us coastal Indians. But after trading all summer, they used to have to say their goodbye. At that time, where the story comes from, the two villages were right on back from the beach in Yakutat, and it's all sand. And at the end, when the day that comes that they have to say goodbye, they would walk in a circle on a beach, and then they would start down the beach toward the Elsack, which is 60 miles down the coast this way from Yakutat, and then going on up. So at this time, we would like to close our ceremony with our goodbye song.
God be with you till we meet again.